everyone, and welcome to another Let's Play. This is King's Quest VII, The Princeless Bride. And when we last left off, we had just been through Chapter 2. Rosella had survived being yanked into the land of the trolls underground. And she had managed to turn herself back into being human and left in order to try to find the real king of the trolls, since the one currently occupying the position in the Volcanics Underground is an imposter. So we return to Valanice in Chapter 3, The Sky is Falling. Now, Chapter 3 can be really short or really long, depending on how you play it. And, you know me, I like to do everything as early as I can, so Chapter 3 will be kind of long for us. Now, when we last left Valanice, we were in here, and he looks hungry, and you can see pieces of fruit down here. So it's not too much of a stretch that he wants another prickly pear. So let's give him one. And then he leaves us alone. That was a lot easier than we feared. So the desert was this way. The bountiful woods is this way. Well, this is pretty. Not at all like the desert, but it's kind of in a state of disrepair at the same time.
What could have happened to this little bridge?
It was broken somehow. The river is all dried up. It's just mud.
These statues are so beautiful. Incredible.
They're very, big.
These statues are so...
Okay, that's all we get. There's a little hummingbird and some...
Those flowers smell heavenly.
Some heavenly smelling flowers. Let's go this way. Oh gosh. Giant tree, giant spike in the tree, and a crying stag.
I advise you to turn back, my lady. These once magical woods have been cursed, and no one is safe here.
Let's ask about that.
I am Valanice of Daventry, noble stag, and I appreciate your concern, but I am on a mission from which I cannot be dissuaded. I must enter your woods.
You are brave, but know this. The oak tree you see before you was once my wife Ceres, she who is Mother Nature. I could not prevent her from being turned into a tree, for I had already been turned into a stag. I, Attis, Lord of the Hunt, could not save her.
Who has done such a terrible thing, my Lord Attis?
The attack was so sudden and so ferocious that I saw nothing. Only a noble from the high court of Etheria could have so much power. But that is unthinkable.
I am sorry for your loss, Attis, but I must search on. Farewell, my friend.
Valanice, wait. Be warned. To the far west is the wood of the Weirfolk. Do not enter those woods, for the Weirfolk are never friendly and always hungry.
Thank you, Lord Attis. May the fates smile upon both of us. Is Is there nothing that can break the enchantment on you and your wife, Attis?
Perhaps there is, but I know not what. Feldspar, the ancient rock spirit, might tell you, if only there was a way to awaken him. You see, I am becoming more like a natural stag with every passing hour. Thought becomes more difficult, and the shadows of the forest sing to my blood.
If I find any way to help you, I will, my lord Attis.
Poor fellow. I should leave him in peace.
Lady Ceres, I will help you if I can. What wicked creature drove this stake into the tree, into Lady Ceres?
The same creature who turned her into a tree. If I only knew who that was, Lady Valenice, I would surely make him regret it. I fear my lady may die of that wound, but I can do nothing about it with these clumsy hooves.
With your permission, my lord, I would like to try to remove this stake.
Do not feel bad, Valenice. That stake was placed there by the darkest of evil magic. I'm not sure anyone can remove it.
I hate to ask you this, Lord Attis, but what will happen if Ceres, Mother Nature herself, does indeed perish?
I cannot say for certain, but I feel in my bones that the woods will perish along with her.
So, and now we can't interact with it. So, something attacked Attis and Ceres, who are married in this fictional universe that we're in. No Hades, I suppose. Because I don't know of any. I guess Ceres could have a Persephone and still get married, but I do think, as we'll see later, there's been quite a bit of mashup of myths and fairy tales. So I don't think this series is the series that we all grew up knowing from the Greek myths. But so Ceres and Attis are married, and kind of the rulers or the protectors of the bountiful wood. And we notice that the wood is not doing that well. The bridges are smashed up, the river is dried and is just pink mud now. And he said only an elder from the High Court of Etheria could have done this. Etheria is where Belisha is trying to attack. So maybe things are not all well there. And we can't help them at the moment. But he said there was a forest spirit who could help. What's this away? Yeah, we're gonna leave. That didn't seem safe. Let's go look up here first. A little bit faster. There's something over here, but we can't quite reach it. But we can jump on the steps across the mud. Valenice is not the surest footed. I sympathize, neither am I.
Oh, my.
Hush, my jewel. Soon all your troubles will be over.
The spider's venom is deadly!
That's right, lady. So back off.
Listen, Spider. You let that poor bird go.
I didn't tell you to give up your lunch, did I? Go away.
Well, we have a basket. How do you feel about going in a basket?
Hey! Who took the sun? Who took my lunch? Where am I?
Just cool off for a while, my many-legged friend.
No fair!
And we can help her.
There you are, pretty one. Safe and sound.
I owe you my life, lady. I know I am very tiny, but if I can do you a good turn in the future, I will. Farewell!
All right. So we got another forest up there, but we've still got forest this way. And more evidence that the forest is not doing super well. It looks like this has been hit by, I don't know, lightning? Hello. He's a snoring rock thing.
What an unusual boulder.
So here's the other side of the river.
These statues are so beautiful. Incredible.
So we couldn't think of anything to do to wake him. Maybe we could stuff his nose?
What an unusual boulder.
But that is probably the forest spirit that Addis told us to speak to. So now we at least know where to find him. Got a little bit more no-clip in there. Okay, alright, we have explored this forest. Let us now go and boldly explore the next forest. Lots of forests. This is pretty. Nice big wall, nice pink door.
Halt! Who goes there?
Valenice of Daventry! I seek entry to your town!
You may only enter this city if you bring me the holy 1-ton tomato of Antioch.
That's ridiculous! There's no such thing!
Oh, and you were gonna let a little thing like that stop you? You don't deserve to be in this town. Have you brought me the holy 1-ton tomato?
No! Of course not!
Well, go away then. Would you stop that infernal banging? It's rattling my teeth. Stop it, stop it, stop it! You're giving me a headache, you nasty pink-faced creature. I'm not listening. I'm plugging my ears. I'm singing so I can't hear you. La 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 la. La di do di do di do. La 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 la. I'm not listening. I'm plugging my ears. I'm singing so I can't hear you. La 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 la. La di do di do di
Okay,
do.
I think that's done. Well, I've got this other little door.
Stop! Don't touch that door. You can't go through there. There's a giant rabid chicken on the other side. That's it. A giant rabid chicken.
I'll take my chances.
Stop! You can't do that.
I just did, little fellow.
Oh! The Archduke will hear of this. Oh!
Stop! I, Archduke Fifila Yip Yip, do order it. You are a stranger here and you have no business in the town of Folderol.
Well,
Please, noble Archduke, you must let me by. I'm on an errand of great importance.
Oh, that's what they all say. Then the next thing you know, they're robbing the city blind.
Archduke Yip Yap, I would never.
so I mentioned before that the best way to talk about Rosella with people is to show them her comb.
Good sir, I want nothing from your town. I'm only searching for my lost daughter, Rosella. She was stolen by some form of dark magic, and now I fear I will never see her again.
Oh, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Enjoy your stay in Folderol, dear lady. Be sure to take the faux shop with a grain of salt. I hope you found your daughter. Oh.
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Just never mind her, my lady. She's very silly.
Okay, so I guess it's a lot to expect for a town of Folderol to be sensible. This is the little door we came through. Here is the guard shack that we've been talking to. I don't see a way to trigger it, but sometimes there's a way for Valenius to say, the door doesn't even have hinges. It doesn't, that big one can't open. This is the only way in or out. There's a china shop here, a town hall with a note on the door.
Town hall closed. Come back a little later for the Archduke's birthday party and masquerade ball. Now that sounds like fun.
So let's go in the china shop. So we have a china shop here full of beautiful things and a crying bull. Well, let's talk to him.
Welcome to my shop, dear lady. I am Fernando Bullforth, proprietor.
Good day, sir.
Oh, it is not a good day. It is a terrible day. A black day.
I'm sorry to hear that, Fernando. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not unless you have found my treasure.
Someone stole your treasure. How awful! Was it gold or gems?
No, it was treasure, my precious china bird. I love my treasure more than all the stars in the sky. She is my only friend, and now Now she's gone.
Do you know who might have stolen your bird?
Oh, it could have been anyone. Everyone in town wanted my treasure for his own.
Well, that's kind of sad. You suspect the whole town?
Fernando, how long ago was treasure taken?
Just a few short days ago. But it will seem like an eternity to her. She is terrified of anyone but me.
The poor little thing.
Indeed. Forgive me, my lady, but I find it too painful to speak of treasure now.
Okay. So, let's ask him about Rosella, although he obviously has enough issues of his own.
My daughter was taken from me by a strange magic. She's a pretty girl, with hair of gold and eyes of blue. Have you heard of her, shopkeeper?
Not to worry. I read in the society pages about the upcoming marriage of King Otar Fenris III of Volcanix and a blonde-haired, blue-eyed mystery princess. Congratulations, my lady.
Thank you. Oh,
So, it was polite of Valanice to say thank you, but obviously she's concerned about this. I mean, we would be too. She knows Rosella isn't interested in getting married to anyone, period, so to suddenly get married to a troll king she's never met before is a bit unusual.
These things are so lovely, but I'm afraid even to breathe in here. It all looks so fragile.
And we've got this mask.
pardon me, good sir, but what is the price of that lovely mask?
The price is 100 pieces of gold, my lady, but I'll let you have it for 80. I just don't care anymore.
Unfortunately, I've no money. Thank you anyway, shopkeep.
Well, it would be nice if we could help him.
The sky is falling! Did you hear me, lady? I said the sky is falling!
Okay.
I had no choice but to hear you, my lady. What makes you think the sky is falling?
I know the sky is falling because we've been cursed by an evil fairy! The whole thing's gonna land on our heads any minute! Look!
Okay. Well, let's go over to this side of town.
Look! The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Ah, then maybe you would prefer some of Professor Gluten's all-purpose extra sticky glue to put it back.
Why doesn't anyone listen to me? Why?
I'll tell you why, my dear. It's because you don't get their attention. However, if you were to smack 'em in the head with this fine shillelagh...
Oh! Fuck!
Okay. So we've got a bird here, a pretty fountain, faux shop.
Busy uncrating a pack of lies. Back soon.
A snake oil salesman, a bird cage. Let's talk to this guy.
What a sweet little bird. Hello there, pretty.
Hello, Dragon Breath.
How can you be so rude?
I'm a mockingbird, lady. What do you expect? Quick, go soak your head. Your brain is overheating.
Nice.
You smell like a pair of armored trousers after the 100 Years' War. Cover your face. You're scaring the horses.
Okay, he doesn't say anything new or interesting. Well, he says many things new. There's quite a bit of them, but they're not interesting.
When you were born, the midwife slapped your mother.
So let's go talk to this guy over here.
Good day, sir. I wonder if you might be able to help me.
Of course I can help you, madam. What you need is a big jar of effervescent, a quick-acting dewberries revelenta. It will cure what ails you, and cleans your cookware as well.
I am not ill, sir. And furthermore, I find your claim hard to believe.
You do? Well, with Dr. Bulrora's gullibility tonic, you'll believe anything. It's made with so much pure hooey that it won't just suspend your disbelief, it'll make it hover in midair.
Never mind, merchant. I'll seek help elsewhere. Good merchant, I really would appreciate a moment of your time.
A moment, you say? That will be 2 gold coins, my lady. 2 moments for 3 coins. What a bargain.
Well, he doesn't seem helpful, but let's try telling him about Rosella.
Please, sir, you must help me. This comb belongs to my daughter, and she's missing. She's a beautiful girl with sky blue eyes and golden hair. Have you heard of her?
Indeed I have, lady. I have just recently heard that she is to be married to the Troll King in the Volcanics Underground in a few days. Too bad you can't possibly go there and save her.
What do you mean I can't go there? I can, and I will!
But, my lady, the Volcanics Underground lies west of the forest, beyond the Wood of the Weirfolk. No one has ever entered that wood and lived. Not unless they had my special salve, that is. I will sell it to you, but I will take only one very special item for it. A magic statuette. A lovely depiction of a nymph gazing into a pond.
Just where can I find this magic statuette?
I cannot be sure, but last I heard, the Archduke had it.
I can't just take something from the Archduke.
It is not really his. The statue is a relic of the realm. Some say it once belonged to Titania, queen of the fairies, when she was just a child. No one knows to whom it really belongs.
Well, all right. I must have that salve if I'm ever to see my daughter again.
Well, that was more useful. He actually did talk to us with the comb. I had to pause here and quit. We're only about halfway through the chapter, but I have to pause because, and we do have return to, but make a new, okay, here we go. Make a new bookmark and quit the game. There we go. Your game has been saved here. And we will pick this up in a second video because I have had something unexpectedly come up. Once again, this is Quest for Glory, King's Quest 7. My name is Anna Mardal, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye. And we are back. I am sorry about that. when we last left off, we were playing as Valanice, and this snake oil salesman, once we began to tell him about Rosella, said that he needs a statuette that is in the Duke's house before he can help us cross the Werefolk woods. I don't really like him, but it doesn't seem like we have much choice. So, even though we are an honorable Queen of Daventry, it sounds like we're going to be engaging in a little bit of petty theft.
Sir, may I ask you why you want this magic statuette? What are its powers?
It is said that if one were to place an object belonging to another person on the statuette, the nymph would reveal the present location of that person. It could be very helpful to me in my line of work. Collections, you know.
Oh no, he's a collection officer. I think we're morally bound to...
I am a very busy man, my lady. Come back here when you have the magic statuette, yes?
Speaking of things he may or may not have collected, what's in here?
Hello, little bird.
Who are you? Go away!
Hush, little one. Your friend Fernando is looking for you. He says he loves his little treasure more than all the stars in the sky.
You've met him? Will you take me to him, please?
Of course. Here, hop on my finger.
The salesman doesn't seem to realize we have just taken the bird. Although honestly, pretending not to know what's going on is probably the best thing for him right now. So we don't have to throw down on his rear. Because you know we would. So we have this pretty little China bird, and we will give her to...
I know someone who'd really like to see you, Fernando.
Who might that be, my lady? Treasure!
It's precious.
I cannot thank you enough, good lady. Here, allow me to present you with this. It is my newest acquisition, and I want you to have it.
Thank you, Fernando. I will always remember you and Treasure.
If you will excuse me, my lady, I must go spend some quality time with Treasure. Yes, tell me all about it, my little precious one.
Yes, she's a nice sweet Chip. Chip thinks us very sweet. Chip also wants to eat the bird. Alright.
Good evening, sir and madam. Do come right in.
Apparently, it is time for the masked ball to begin. So we have this lovely mask, and I think it might be time to wear it. You can't go to a masked ball without a mask.
Welcome, my lady.
Alright, so the Archduke is having a birthday party with the residents of town. Apparently the cake is yummy.
Happy birthday, Archduke Yip Yap.
Thank you, my loyal subject.
So, there is a rug covering what looks like an opening here. And oh dear, now we're in a MC Escher painting. So let me see if I got this one right. Up or down, depending on how you consider it. Down. And we should be in front of this door. Oh, my head. We are on the ceiling of a room.
Blast! I can't reach it.
The drawer had the statuette, it looks like, but it's now on the ceiling.
Archduke Fifi. You look every bit as silly on canvas as you do in person.
And we laughed at our reflection. I'm not sure why. Well, let's try another way. We will, go up, left, down, 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 and we'll try this door. Whoosh. It's very dusty. And now we're in a very interesting room.
Well, I think the world just got a new definition for tacky.
That's,
The plaque is all tarnished. I can't read it. What dreadful housekeeping. Oh well, I've got better things to do.
okay. Well, maybe we'll care about that later.
What a perfectly awful basin!
You're not wrong. Oh my. Ha! Alright. Well, the statuette is back in the drawer and we're right side up now. So before we do anything else, it's very pretty. The salesman said you could combine the statuette with an item to know where the owner is right now. And there's only one person whose location we really care about.
Please, statue, tell me where my daughter is.
Rosella is in mortal peril in the dark land of Ooga Booga.
Rosella! Oh, my baby!
Well, that seems worrying, but we know she's alive.
Archduke Fifi, you look every bit as silly on canvas as you do in person. Ah, that must not be a two-way mirror.
Well, I would have liked to close the door to hide evidence of our theft, but apparently we cannot. I believe this took us back to... There we go. And let's put our mask back on. Well, I guess we'll do it automatically. There we go. And now let us leave. Now, it's possible to get stuck at this part of the chapter because you'd think we would just...
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
So that was a lot. You'd think we would just go turn in the statuette, but...
Taking advantage of suckers. Back soon.
So let's talk to this little chicken.
Don't be sad, little hen. I'm sure you can buy more green cheese somewhere in town.
Green cheese? Buck, buck, buck! Green cheese! Buck! That was not green cheese! That was the moon! The sky is falling! Buck, buck, buck!
She seems distraught.
Blast! I can't reach it.
You'd think we could just climb in, but we are too well bred, apparently, to do that. So, what is up here? Anything at all interesting? It is a wooden nickel with Archduke Fifi's face on it. The faux shop no longer has a sign on it, but we also can't go into it. So it is actually possible to get stuck here at this point because there was a clue, and I don't think it is ever repeated. Archduke Fifi says when you first enter town, be sure to take the faux shop with a grain of salt. We have salt crystals, as a matter of fact, that we gathered in the desert and which we've never yet used.
Ugh, that is salty.
And now we are going to go inside.
Oh, hello, madam. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Good day, sir. I am Valanice of Daventry.
Good day, madam. I am Ersatz Defoe, the owner of this fine establishment. May I show you something in particular?
No, thank you. Pardon me for asking, Ersatz, but am I wrong in saying everything in your shop is, well, how can I put this?
Fake? False? Synthetic? Yes, you're absolutely right. I take pride in offering the widest selection of totally artificial merchandise available anywhere. Why, even I myself am a mock turtle.
Okay.
Just let me know if you'd like to see anything, my lady. Just let me...
Alright, let's ask him about Rosella. We actually can't. That's a new one on me. I thought you could ask pretty much everyone about her. So I guess let's go around the shop.
Do you have many customers for fierce-looking false serpents like that one?
Oh, my, yes. They're excellent for keeping people out of your garden, and you never have to feed them.
Okay.
But what does one do with false feet?
Oh, they make impersonating yetis as easy as pie, and they're wonderful for stepping on cockroaches.
Okay.
What a charming wooden owl. Is it a toy?
Yes, I'm afraid so. We tried to hang it in a cornfield to scare the crows, but they just weren't impressed. We finally took the poor owl down when the crows drew a mustache on it.
Oh, baby.
What are these spectacles for, good sir?
They're just wonderful for hiding from the tax man. He misses me every time.
Indeed. As a member of society, you should be proud to pay your taxes.
It looks like you had quite a few mask sales.
Indeed I did. Everyone wanted a mask for the Archduke's birthday party. I haven't a single one left. Not one.
What an unusual timepiece.
Yes, it's a big hit with my canine clientele. They just can't keep their eyes off it.
What charming little books. What are you asking for them?
Ah, I see you are a woman of good taste. The Wit and Wisdom of Falderall has always been a bestseller. The price is 1 wooden nickel.
We do have a wooden nickel.
The price is 1 wooden nickel.
And nothing else in this shop seems to be 1 wooden nickel.
Oh, my goodness. This isn't real. What do people do with false plants?
I supply false plants to the Archduke's gardener. He always forgets to water the real ones. Of course, he did manage to set one of these on fire last week.
Where in the world do you find all of these things?
Oh, I just keep my eyes open for bargains with traveling peddlers and such. Can you believe some of those people think these treasures are junk?
Is that chicken made of rubber?
Yes, it is. It is the finest and stretchiest rubber chicken I've ever seen. I'd have to ask something very special in exchange for it.
It also has
Is that
very
Yes.
prominent tail feather. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and exchange our
I'd
wooden
like
nickel.
to purchase one of these books with a wooden nickel, please.
Here you are, madam. Enjoy.
So we now have a book called The Wisdom of Falderall. And if we open it, it is completely blank. I actually think there's one on Amazon called The Wisdom of Trump that is additionally completely blank. And why don't we go ahead and sell this mask, which I don't think we need to use anymore.
Would you be interested in this lovely mask?
Oh, I would. It's just magnificent. For that, I'll give you the best thing in my store. Here, take this rubber chicken.
Ah, thank you, I suppose.
Now, as you remember with Rosella, we were able to, and with Valenice, we were able to examine items and sometimes touch them and take things off. We were able to take off the feather from the rubber chicken. Well, in absence of this guy to give the statuette to, is there anything else we need to do in the china shop? Oh, good, we can talk to.
Hello, treasure. How are you?
She's just fine, my lady, thanks to you.
Okay.
Fernando, you seem so happy.
Oh, I am. With treasure back, my life is in balance once more.
How did you get into the China business, Fernando?
Oh, I suppose it was always my nature. When I failed snorting, charging and stamping at Bovine University, my mother encouraged me to study in more refined areas. Bless her.
Where did treasure come from, Fernando?
I received her in a shipment of goods from Etheria. The poor little thing was covered with dust and cobwebs. When I polished her up, she began to sing. We've been inseparable ever since.
Etheria has been mentioned a few times. It's like the land of the fairies. So I guess Fairyland has sentient China.
I've spent enough time here. I must continue my search.
So that's cool, I guess. Possibly terrifying if they're selling them, but maybe it's unpredictable who becomes sentient and who doesn't. But we have a feather. And if you will remember, we have a sleeping forest spirit. And if there's one thing I know from adventure games, it's that sleeping people love feathers.
Why have you disturbed my slumber, mortal?
My apologies, noble spirit, but the bountiful woods are in terrible trouble. Lord Attis has been changed into a stag, and Lady Ceres into a tree.
That could not have happened if the river of life still flowed and the cornucopia was filled. They are the heart and lifeblood of the woods, and it will perish without them. You must start the river flowing by pouring sacred drink into the river maiden's pitcher. Replenish the cornucopia by placing sacred food in the cornucopia maiden's horn of plenty. Act quickly. I cannot stay awake.
Okay, we need sacred food and drink to replenish a cornucopia and a vessel. That's all. Just some sacred food and drink. Well... I wonder if Attis would know what that means.
Poor fellow. I should leave him in peace.
I do feel like it's worth asking. That bird.
Hello, kindest of humans. Do you desire some sacred nectar?
I do indeed. Can you get me some?
Certainly. a vessel to hold the nectar?
That's the bird that we saved from the spider.
Hold it directly below the flowers, my lady.
And she's offering to give us some
Thank
holy
you.
nectar. That seems useful. Nectar in a pot. I like how the water flows as you move it.
Mmm.
So, you've got these statues here.
These statues are so beautiful. Incredible.
What happens if we try to pour some nectar into it? Oh, wow. Oh, we got a rainbow bridge. The forest is gay now. I have made it so.
Come, Lord Attis. Perhaps a drink from the river of life will give you strength.
Well, this is not pink mud anymore. Hey, way to go
The
us.
enchantment has been broken.
Indeed. Now perhaps I can save my lovely Ceres. Let us hurry, Valanice.
I guess he doesn't trust the bridge we made. Yes! Got it out! Oh, but now it's red instead of sap colored.
It would seem that the curse is stronger than I am, but I will not let her die. I will not.
I wish I could have helped you more, Lord Attis. But now I feel I must go to my daughter. I think she's in a dark land beyond these woods, and that she is in grave danger.
Valanice, if she is in Ooga Booga, you must pass through the swamp, and I have learned of a terrible monster who dwells there. I will help you evade him, but first I must try to save my lady love.
I vow I will help you if I can, noble Attis.
Well, yeah, there's one more thing we can try. I picked up an extra piece of corn in the desert, and they said to put sacred food in the cornucopia. Maybe this will do it.
This corn might be sacred food. It would seem that what's sacred in the desert is not necessarily sacred in the woods.
Well, that is fair enough. And, that might have seemed like a huge waste of everyone's time, but I actually really liked that a lot, because, it is true that what is sacred in one religion or area isn't necessarily sacred in another. And it's nice to see an acknowledgement of that. We're back in the desert. And this is another thing that you might not think to try. Because up to this point we haven't backtracked much in this game. But we are going to do a little bit of backtracking now.
Would you like to trade with me? You won't believe what you will see.
What do we have that's new? We've got the statue.
Gorgeous work of art. Let me get my lizard heart.
I think I'll keep the statue. Thanks anyway.
What about the chicken?
What a cunning rubber fowl. How about a stuffed screech owl?
I think I'll pass on that one.
What about this book?
Aha! You offer me a book. I'll get my finest shepherd's crook.
Now that sounds like a good trade.
We have a shepherd's crook. Why? Don't know. But we've got one. Well, let's see. I guess we go back to Falderall now, but we cannot cross the way we did before. We need to go over the Rainbow Bridge. And go past the Snorri Man. Hello, Snorri Man. I had hoped this tree would heal, but I guess the River of Life flowing can only do so much right off the bat. It's pretty. I like the sound. Better than the pink mud. This is where we crossed before on the rocks, but we wouldn't be able to now, so we had to go the other way. Kind of a shame that there's not a bridge in both areas. That would have been nice.
Halt! You can't go through that door. There are, 600 bad-tempered weasels with crossbows right on the other side. Yeah, that's it. The weasels.
Well, thank you for the warning, little fellow.
Oh, big fat hairy rats.
So, let us use this shepherd's crook to fish out the moon. Not sure why, but...
I saw what you just did. You just stole the moon. Moon thief. Human. Party pooper.
You are under arrest for all of the reasons my lord the Archduke Yip Yap stated, plus the heinous and disgusting crime of having no fur or feathers to cover your bald face.
Let's lock her up till we can figure out what to do with her.
Fever.
Well, oops. That's unpleasant. And with that, we will have to quit and pick up in another video. So once again, this has been King's Quest VII. My name is Anna Mardal, and I hope I'll see you in the next Let's Play. Bye-bye.